Okay, so the new Spider-Man Far From Home trailer just came out like a minute ago. So how about we go check it out?
The Spider-Man Far From Home trailer is about to play, but if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame yet, stop watching because there's some serious spoilers about to come up. But if you have seen Avengers Endgame, enjoy the trailer.
Wait. Yep, it's really a new era. It's kind of weird that Tom Holland is now giving us a spoiler warning instead of him giving us spoilers. Whew, what a new world.
Everywhere I go, I see his face.
I knew it. This is gonna be an Iron Man guilt trip thing. Like he's guilty or something. He's so fed up with his emotions about the death of Tony Stark, Iron Man. It greatly affects him, but this is so wrong. And I mean it's true. We get too emotional with people dying, but I'll tell you later on why this is so wrong for a Spider-Man character.
I just really miss him.
Yeah, I miss him too. I don't think Tony would have done what he did if he didn't know that you were going to be here after he was gone.
Okay, so yeah, some fancy Spider-Man thing. One thing I don't like is, God, I hate that costume. I hate that suit. Never been a fan of that suit. Never was. I also don't like the design, but, well, anyone's a critic.
You gonna be the next Iron Man now?
Well, no, I don't have time. I'm too busy doing your jobs.
What?
I'm kidding. Look, keep up the good work because I am going on vacation.
Okay, see that building behind Peter? See that building? The one that is under construction? Yeah, that was previously Stark Tower and was bought by an anonymous buyer. Maybe this is a setup for Fantastic Four? Hopefully this becomes the Baxter building.
Heads up, Nick Fury's calling you.
I don't really want to talk to Nick Fury.
Answer the phone.
Why?
Because if you don't talk to him, then I have to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him.
Alright, let me tell you this, guys. You don't get to ignore Nick Fury. Nick Fury is like, how do I explain this? Nick Fury is someone you don't want to mess with. Like, you really don't want to mess with him. He's Nick Fury, for Christ's sakes. Look it up in the wiki.
You sent Nick Fury to voicemail?
I gotta go.
You do not ghost Nick Fury.
What up, dorks? What's up? We're just talking about the trip.
I'm here in St. Marco Polo's.
Oh, I think MJ really likes me.
That reminds me when I first fell in love.
You're a very difficult person to contact.
Spider-Man.
This is Mr. Beck.
Okay, first of all, if you're a comic book nerd, and especially if you're a fan of Spider-Man, Mysterio is a villain. I mean, he's not really one of the greatest villains, but he's a good villain. He's actually a good villain in the comics. And I bet in this movie, in the third act, on the later part of the movie, he becomes the enemy. He becomes a villain for some reasons. Yada yada yada. Well, let's just see what happens in the movie once it releases.
We could have used someone like you on my world.
Your world?
Beck is from Earth, just not ours.
Other Earth? No. I love the days when the MCU was just in itself. I mean, even the MCU is acknowledged, recognized by the greater multiverse in the comics also. So having also a multiverse in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, having other Earths as well, it's so big. Yep. Marvel was right. Spider-Man Far From Home is wrapping up Phase 3. It's gonna introduce us to the weirder side of Marvel. Oh my God, other Earths. I'm not ready for this.
Snap to a hole in our dimension.
You're saying there's a multiverse?
We have a job to do, and you're coming with us.
There's gotta be someone else you can use. What about Thor?
Off-world.
Captain Marvel.
Unavailable.
But I'm just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Bitch, please, you've been to space.
What do you want, Peter?
I want to go back on my trip with the girl who...
Okay, one thing for sure. MJ may not be Mary Jane, but still, I'm shipping this. I'm shipping MJ and Peter. I love their chemistry.
I really like and tell her how I feel. MJ, I
am Spider-Man.
No, of course I'm not.
I mean, it's kind of obvious.
You're right, you may not be ready, but this is my responsibility.
Saving the world requires sacrifice. Sometimes people die.
Oh my God.
I just always feel like I'm putting my friends in danger. The world needs the next Iron Man.
You going to step up or not?
Okay, this is what I was talking about. He have to step up. You see, an essential trait of Spider-Man is his motivation of guilt, which leads to responsibility. Here, he's just trying to live up the name of Iron Man when he's supposed to live up the name of being Spider-Man. He's not Spider-Man because he needs to be Spider-Man. He's Spider-Man because he wants to live up the name of Iron Man. And that's a no-brainer for me, especially since I'm a spider geek, I'm a spider dork, I'm a spider fan. I've been loving him since. He's my number one, he's my top one favorite superhero. And this is a no-go for me. The reason Spider-Man should have been Spider-Man was because of his uncle. After his uncle's death, it made him realize to use his powers wisely. This Peter Parker, MCU Spider-Man is still doing the right thing. He's still the same Spider-Man we know in the comics. But one essential trait that is absent on him is guilt. He has no guilt. I mean, I wish his Uncle Ben character arc would be explored here. But it's more of a Tony Stark. So yeah, I'm kind of a bit disappointed. But alright, let's just keep going.
I work with Spider-Man. You work for Spider-Man? I work with Spider-Man, not for Spider-Man. New plan.
Okay, that was a really cool trailer, and it's especially overwhelming. It's good that Mysterio is there, and also the Elementals. The Elementals are they're underrated villains, and I'm happy that they're having their time on the big screen. So yeah, this trailer is good, and this is all I can say for now, and let's watch it when it releases. So yeah, that's all for now. Bye.